All right, welcome back. Is Wednesday again, and I know we're very close to Christmas, so I'm gonna do an episode about Christmas in a little bit here. So again, this is Phyllis. That is Arlene right here. We're with Tech Team, Dallas, Texas. And today, what are we gonna talk about? We're gonna be continuing with our series, and today we're gonna be talking about what do you need to know when your offer have gotten from you're from shopping, which is the previous episode. If you haven't watched it yet, I would suggest you to totally go back and watch it, so you know more about home shopping. How do you make an offer? A lot of great insight on it. And today we're going to be talking about what do you really need to know about executing a contract. So Arlene, do you want to lead the way?
Yes, hi everyone. Thank you for watching us again this Wednesday, and I know you're gonna learn from us with this one, especially right now in the home shopping, which is really a Christmas, right? This is shopping is the wonderful day of the year, wonderful month of the year. So right now in real estate, I will explain it to you. What should you expect to see in the contract if you do a shopping? It's not like you're gonna go to, go put your credit card there and done with it. It's not like that. So because this is the biggest purchase that you will do in your entire life, I don't know, maybe it's in your entire life. So I want you to really knowledgeable when you go for shopping for the home. What do you expect in the contract? This is a legal binding between you and the buyer, so make sure you know what you're doing, right? So that's why we're here for you guys, to really guide you with the process and help you to make you really confident, comfortable that you're not putting your entire money to the paperwork that you don't know what the terms, the guidelines with that contract. So by the way, what do you expect? Like for the contract, you make sure you are accurate all the information, which is like your name based on the driver license or the social security. That is really the full name, accurate with the property address. I really before, I don't know this one, but right now you really look for the property address based on the tax record, like black lot. That is the real address, not the one address you're using for the mail. So make sure your agent or like for us, when you talk working with us, we know already what to put on there. And then another one on the contract is the contingency. What are the contingency in the sales? It depends on the appraisal. It depends on the inspection. If you're satisfied with the inspection, because sometimes if you're not satisfied, it is a contingency, right? Inspection, if it's the foundation, there's a problem, or the roof that you will not agree upon between the buyer and the seller, we can back out in the contract, right? Make sure both of you will satisfied on the inspection. And as a buyer right now, that's why we're here to protect you. You don't want to go to the house that you need to work 20,000 inspection price. When you go, there's a big headache, so I will not suggest that. Another one also to make sure that you guys really in the good shape is the disclosure information from the seller. It's really important. Make sure you read the seller disclosure, so you know exactly what they did on the property, what's a roof, when, and what are all the redo the property or whatever they put in money in the property. Make sure you understand, or you kind of know the property, like you kind of know the person, right? She's married before, she divorced, or it's like I'm just giving you a little bit kind of comparison. That one, when you're buying a house, the seller disclosure as a buyer is really important for you to know what is the history of the house. Makes sense, right? And then what else? What are the convey on the property? Like when you're buying this house, sometimes convey a curtain, right? Or maybe if you're lucky enough, convey the car in the garage, the old car. So that's good. So make sure what is all convey when you're buying a property, it's all listed in the contract. And the other one also is information is make sure that you are really satisfied with the inspection, or else like if they need the pest control, or if there is what are the other one that really expensive, Phyllis? There's something in the for the inspection, like in the backyard. They need a pest control over there that they need to check. I forgot what is that? Termites. Termites. So that one, make sure you guys really, as a buyer, make sure that if they need a termite inspection or pest control, you need to do that one before you sign in the contract, to make sure you understand all those terminologies too. And what else? In information when you move in. This is really important also right now, especially right now that a lot of buyers is you need a lease back, right? So you kind of know, hey, can I move in after I purchase the property, or the seller want to stay there to find another property? We call that a lease back. So we have another addendum for that one. So as a buyer, not expecting after you close to the title company, I can go, this is my house already. I guess it's not yet. You're going to wait for 2 weeks or 1 week before it's going to be yours. I hope you guys learn from that one, because it's really, really important to know what are you signing for, what are the terms, what are the guidelines, or if you want to back out in the contract. Yes?
Yes, I love it. That's beautiful. And then what else, right? So, and again, if this sounds complicated, the biggest tip is, when you're buying a home, find a real estate agent, because it is 100% free for you to use us, because the seller is actually the one that's paying us to provide you the service. So absolutely use a real estate agent, especially if you can choose us as your real estate agent, because as what we are telling you, we are very educated. So in the way that you're in good hand, right? Again, we pay the most expensive dues and work with the largest, brokers in the world. So you kind of know, right? And people always say, okay, so, after all these, what else? What else do I need to know, right? You need to know about negotiation, right? During the, after the contract is executed, the next thing we do, just like what Arlen said, is home inspection. When you do the home inspection, you're going to get about 52 to 60 pages worth of paperwork. That's why realtor is great, because they can dissect it for you. What is good, what is bad, what's ugly, right? And usually we will have, 5 different big majors that we talk about during the repairs, which is electrical, structural, health, foundation, and roof. So those are the big 5 that we usually negotiate. And obviously, sometime, before the contract gets executed, there might be a bidding war that's going. Are you personally, really attached to this home, right? Arlen has done amazing. We have been doing really amazing. The market is still kind of hot. We managed to, list our home, and then we also be able to raise the sales price, about $10,000 to $15,000 above the list price that we're doing. And the house is hot, selling like crazy. So as a buyer, you need to know how to position yourself so that you can immediately get an offer in, so that you're not sending offer after offer and it didn't get executed, right? What else? During the negotiation, right, after the offer is getting executed, the home will automatically, the first week of the home, it has to go into a home appraisal process. Okay, home appraisal process, so that we can know whether the house is is appraised above or below the offer price. When it's above, it's great, because that means that you can immediately get equity from the home. If it is below, it's great for you too, because then you can renegotiate with the seller to potentially get them to lower the price, or again, obviously you have the choice to walk away if you didn't get appraised. And again, just like what Arlen talked about, the home inspection, we're gonna inspect the home, looking at the home. One thing that I always suggest everyone, if you're working with sometimes realtor are not that experienced like us, they just kind of say, oh, I want this, right? And a lot of times the seller's like, I don't know where you come from, come up with all these things and how much is the price. So with us, what we do is we really respect the seller, because we work on both sides. And the truth is, Arlen and myself, we are investors too. So we buy and sell a lot of homes. So we understand you, we feel for you. So what we always do when we do the negotiation is my team will call contractors, roofers, foundation company, and we will literally get quotes. We literally get 3 quotes for every single thing that we wanted to request for repairs. And then what we do is we will submit those quotes to the seller to show them that, look, this is not coming from the air, right? This is not an imaginative number. This is a number that a contractor is telling us that this is how much it's going to cost to get it fixed. So a lot of time we will give them 2 different repair, which is, one is, hey, do you want to repair it for us? Or 2 is, you want to give me the money and then I can repair it, whichever way works. And a lot of time when you give seller an option, they feel more open to it and they feel the honesty and the sincerity. So a lot of time, most of our repair, they always go straight to close because they understand that, we're not playing around and we know exactly what to do. Another thing that you want to talk about is obviously homeowner association. I know one of the deals that I have, you have to pay $1,000 to get into the home association. So you need to double check on homeowner association to see what is going on with that. And then obviously, what are the common pitfall, that you should avoid, right? I think a lot of time it's like unrealistic deadline. Some realtors, they actually will schedule the inspector a little bit too way out. Like you have a 7 days option and they schedule on the 5th day instead of the very first day. And then you don't have enough time to do the inspection and then do the negotiation. You always want to make sure that, as soon as you put it under contract, the first, second day, you get the home under inspection, and then right after that, you send out, the 3rd and the 4th day, you send out the repairs so that you allow the seller also have a couple of days to verify the claims, and then so that they can negotiate with you much better. And then another thing is obviously make sure that the option money, earnest money is being collected. If the home is not right, you wanted to cancel it out before the option period, so in the way you'll get your earnest money back, and obviously you're not going to be able to get your option money back. And then also whenever you're doing the earnest money, you want to make sure that it is also credited towards your closing. I have worked with another realtor before I was a realtor. They actually put down that the option money and the earnest money will not credit towards us, and we didn't know because that was like the first couple home that we bought, and we lost like $5,500 from it, and it was like, it hurts, right here. And then the next thing is obviously, communication with lenders. We have one deal that we work with some small homeowners, business owners, I apologize. And it took us another 2 extra weeks to get that home closed. And then at the end, we just follow very tightly and diligently. So nowadays we always verify with the lender, make sure that they are strong, make sure they close on time, make sure that there's no hiccup during the closing period. Again, as a real estate transaction, again, that is one of the biggest investment that you are going to do in your life. Please don't do it yourself, especially when you're using a realtor. It is free for you. So make sure you use at least one licensed realtor. Better yet, make sure that you use us, because trust me, we will take care of you. We will protect you. So in that way you are not get out of the loophole. Again, you don't know what you don't know. We already know what we know, and we're very experienced what we do. So make sure, again, choose us or choose somebody that's very experienced. So in the way you do not get yourself into a corner, or after you bought the home, then you realize, oh my goodness, I didn't do this, that, or whatever, right? What do you think, Arlen? Am I doing a pretty good job?
Yeah, you did. You give a lot of information, and I have a little bit, I want you to elaborate a little bit about the option and the earnest money. So kind of explain it to them, what is the difference and where this one go?
Absolutely. So option money is kind of like a down deposit. It's a non-refundable deposit for you to take the home off the market. So it's like, hey, this is mine, but in order for me to show sincerity, I'm going to give you $100 or $200, to hold this home. However, this is non-refundable. If the home is not executed, then you don't have to give the money. But if the home got executed, then that money will go to the seller, and then that money is not coming back. But it's only $100 or $200. And then there's an earnest money. I strongly suggest that it is at least 1%, because you wanted to show people the sincerity that you have, unless you really do not have the money. But the better news with this one is, yes, you're putting it into escrow for 30 days if this contract is being executed, but this money will always go back to you. If something happened and you have to cancel the contract within the 7 or the 14 days option period, 7 days usually the option period, then you can always get the money back, and this money goes to title company. So I will always suggest people that if you have a lot of money and you wanted to win the deals, then show them that you're very sincere. You know, some of my clients will do all the way up to 2%, 1.5%. So that way, whenever they look at the, you know, side by side, right, the contract is the same, but the earnest money is higher. But again, it's money that is going to come back to your bank account. So why not just be bold with this, so that way you can get that home that you really like. And I think that, you know, some of the realtors out there, you know, if you're running across this video, you should totally watch it too, because I'm giving you all these things that I learned within this, you know, quick 10, 15 minutes. So that way you know exactly what you need to do for your own client. But regardless of what it is, I know that, again, there's more that we can share with you, and we can take days to tell you all the stories that we have. The better news is, again, we have our phone number right here. You know, Ali's phone number is 214-690-1233. My phone number is 214-556-4222. If you have any question at all, you know, pick up the phone, give us a call. We'll be able to help you at any given way. And we know for a fact that we will be able to help you as much as possible. Okay?
Yeah, it's a lot of information. Thank you so much. Not only I'm giving this one, I'm saying it, I'm learning from you guys. I'm learning from the expert, and hey, if we can work together, I think it's all beneficial for our client. So thank you so much.
And we're feeling very generous today. So we're going to be doing the next one is talking about home inspection. You know, schedule home inspection. What do you expect in home inspection? So, you know, stay tuned, stay with us, and we are going to go live one more time. So that way you can talk about the home inspection, since Christmas is coming up. So we want to give you guys more than what you're